So you don't know what your parents have done for you
and what they've saved you from.
Until you get close to people and you're like, how are you able to do this and not think about it?
Because me,
of all the things that can happen on an SHS campus, stabbing. Where did he even get that material or tool?
And according to the deceased cousin, when she was giving the account, he says that guy is noted for bringing in sharp materials to school, like knives and all of that.
And what did she do about it?
That's what the guy...
The guy that stabbed.
That's what he told you.
He said, I should wound my brother. If I don't wound my brother's blood will flow on his hand. I was like, oh, why? It hasn't gotten to that.
So I'm at work and my niece called me that Edward is having misunderstanding. One of the students is having misunderstanding with Edward. So I should come. And so I asked her that, are there not teachers at the school? And she said the teachers are not sitting there unconcerned. And what is happening is unfair, so I should come. So I said, okay, then I'm coming. So on my way, when I got to the motorway, she called that the boy that is fighting with Edward, I've stabbed Edward, lying down at the school premises, breathing. And the teachers are still sitting unconcerned. I said, wow. Then I said, I'm coming. So on my way, when I get to Kotobabi, she called again that there's the students have gathered themselves and picked him up. So they are going to Lekma. So I should rather come to Lekma and meet them there. So when I drove and I reached Lekma, I went to the emergency. The doctor said Edward had passed away.
A final year student of O'Reilly Secondary School has been stabbed to death. A news we woke up to this morning. Very sad. It's heartbreaking. And Kingsley, I don't know if you've seen the interview with the guy's father.
Yeah.
So just to give a little background. 2 students, final year students, in the person of Godwin and Edward, were in a fight. And the fight was about the fact that whose father has money than the other. And it turns out that Godwin didn't like what Edward was telling him. And Godwin went to report to Edward's cousin that, look, warn your cousin, if you don't warn him the way he's going, blood will flow. Those were the accounts of the cousin of Edward, of where they are all in O'Reilly. And when you listen to this account of the father, you get the sense that there was no supervision at all. And you know, there are stories. There was, I don't know if you remember, where we had a student who was sick, and because they didn't want to give her Exeat, the student ended up dying. Why is this happening in our secondary schools? Because I remember in our days, you are not even a man to want to go and fight. You dare not. But right now, you see videos of these girls dancing, doing TikTok videos, fighting, kissing, doing all sort of things. And you get the sense that there is no form of supervision in our secondary schools at all. What is contributing to this? I mean, forgive my passion.
Yeah. I think we are sitting on a time bomb. The generation coming up, see, killing people or hearing that someone is dead was so rare and so scary that you hear that someone is dead in your next house or maybe in your neighborhood, and to pass in front of that person's house was so scary. That was the era I grew up in.
I relate.
You hear the sound of an ambulance and you are scared. You want to take cover.
You are even praying for that person.
And now, in the news, you hear about people dying like human beings are nothing. Wait, it comes down to parenting, like I always say. So I saw something on social media, and it ties into this conversation so well.
Okay.
The lady wrote that I underestimated how my parents raised me until I came around people.
Oh. Yeah.
So you don't know what your parents have done for you
and what they've saved you from.
Until you get close to people and you're like, how are you able to do this and not think about it?
Because me,
of all the things that can happen on an SHS campus. Stabbing. Where did he even get that material or tool?
And according to the deceased cousin, when she was giving the account, he says that guy is noted for bringing in sharp materials to school, like knives and all of that.
And what did she do about it?
So she reported to the teachers, and the teachers were unconcerned. So when she realized that the teachers were unconcerned, her uncle has a shop across the street.
Bro.
So she went to report to the uncle.
No, it is not about the day of the thing. I am talking about you knowing that this guy is noted for bringing sharp objects to the school. Why? Is the environment not safe? Thieves or armed robbers can just barge into the school and just harm them, so they have to protect themselves. Yes, I know the teachers and the school, they will have their questions to answer. But I'm talking about the individual, the whom we are training and we are the whom we are nurturing in this era. See, we are all exposed to information, and it is up to you to say that, okay, this will help me, this won't help me. And for you to even get to that point to say, this is good for me, that is not good for me, it depends on the parenting, and what you told the child. Because I don't see why, no matter how angry I am, stabbing you will not be the first thing to come to mind. I'll be so over the place, but to stab you or to do something to harm you, I'm not sure it will be the first thing. Me, I'll go with my mouth first. Sometimes in the fight cry, you beat me, because that wasn't how I was told to express my anger. No.
Right.
And to those who go around saying, me, I have a quick temper. I'm quick-tempered. Me, what will happen to you? We say some of these things.
Yeah.
See, right now, go and look at the guy who has been arrested, or the guy who perpetrated this crime.
Yeah.
He's full of regrets.
I'm telling you.
But see, someone's child, someone's brother, someone's cousin, just because of your anger issues, they've lost him forever. What money can compensate this family? What amount of money can compensate this family or equal to a human life?
You see, in as much as we are putting the blame on the doorsteps of the parent, I think that the people who are also to share part of that blame is the teachers on campus.
That's why I started by saying they will have their questions to answer, because it doesn't make sense.
Heads must roll in that school, because how is it that teachers present and an altercation is going on and they watch aloof for death to come in?
I'm not holding brief for them. It's fresh. Let the security people do their investigation. For all you know, this narrative did not even happen.
Right.
For all you know, this narrative did not even happen. It didn't happen that they were arguing about who's rich and who's not rich. Let's wait for it. But definitely the school authorities must tell us how and why they were there.
Yeah.
And then this happened. That's when I agree with you solidly. But when stuff like this happen, I understand people's emotions are all over the place. Sometimes someone will start a narrative and it's all over the place, but it will end up not being true. So
the father now is seeking justice for his son.
He should.
How long can a man like that wait? You know, that, okay, let's wait for police report. And at least, as we speak, I don't know if this is an advice from the Ghana police to the school authorities, but as we speak, the school authorities have not even uttered one word to the deceased father.
Because I'm sure by now they are also conducting their internal investigations, right? So even if a teacher was present and that was happening and what happened, he won't be able to tell the deceased person's father that this and this and this is what happened. Okay. No, it doesn't work like that. Okay. I agree that they've lost a child, they've lost someone dear to them, but this is the point too where you want to be patient a little to let the system actually investigate the thing and make sure that you get that justice. Because right now, the emotions are so strong right now that even if they tell you what it is right now, you can even kill because they've also killed your child.
Well, for me, I think there's a bigger conversation here. The conversation about supervision in our secondary schools, the conversation about the kind of students we are churning out, the conversation about the rules and the things that govern these students in the school. I think, I don't know, but I feel GES is not doing much. We can't be sitting and be losing students, because that could be your brother, that could be your sister, that could be your family member, and this shouldn't be happening, because these secondary schools, they go there to acquire knowledge, acquire whatever that, so they can meet the job market. They didn't go there to die. So please, parents too should give us good citizens. Parents should give us children that are acceptable in society. They should give us children that will reason in society. They should give us children that will not go and think that they are too strong, that blood must flow if someone doesn't agree with them. So parents should also do their part. But teachers, once those students leave their homes and are in the four walls of the school, they become your responsibility. So if a soul dies, you should be held accountable. If a soul dies, of course you should be held. So I agree with you. Yes, they should wait. But I would be very upset if no teacher is punished for this. I would be very angry.
See,
already I am angry at the system, but I will be angrier if no teacher is held accountable for this, because
it's becoming one too many. The stories coming out of
the parent you are asking to take responsibility, he has no jurisdiction in that school. So what does he do?
No, even the point I was making was that you go to a secondary school, all right, you interact with people, even at the workplaces. See, there's something called emotional intelligence. Yeah. There's this suppressing your anger or managing your anger and all of that. That is where I was coming from. But when they are in school, the supervision has to be tight. That one is a no-brainer, it's non-negotiable. But here's a case where we've come out with a lot of laws to say, don't do this to the children, you can't do that to them. I'm not saying we should go around caning them or suppressing them or anything, but if we want to liberalize the system, let's do it. If that is what will help all of us, let's do it. But in doing it, we should bear in mind that there's a limit we can get to. Because now the stories coming out of SHS schools is not the best.
I can't even identify the SHS I went to anymore. Like, is this the SHS we used
People
to go to?
People are dying because you are refusing them exeats. Students are starving themselves. There was a story where students was hitting another student with a stone or something like that. We were so furious about.
The stories that are coming is crazy, and that is why I'm peeved with GES and the whole secondary educational sector. I am very peeved at it. Well, but until then, we'll wait and see what the developing stories are going to be, and you should trust that Sauce and Pepper would always keep you updated. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and forgive my passion. Well, sometimes it happens to the best of us. But till then, this has been Sauce and Pepper. We are.